everybody, we are starting the color unit. I'm super excited. Now you can do this with colored pencils. I am going to use paint just because it's a little more exciting on camera to show mixing paint. But the first thing I want to ask you guys is, do you know what the primary colors are? So these are the three colors that make up all of the other colors. There are three of them. So I'm going to pause for a second and see if you know what they are. All right, so the first primary color is red. The second primary color is yellow. The third primary color is blue. So these colors make up all the other colors. So the primary, that's what the word primary means, right? Like first. We're going to learn about secondary colors in a second. I wanted to point out, I have some color cartridges. If you guys have ever popped open a color printer, you will see these three colors. Can you see the blue, yellow, and you might say it looks like pink, but it's red without any kind of warming tone in it. And then it usually has a black in there. But just to show you a color printer, this is what goes in a color printer. All right, you've got your three primary colors. The blue is fancy name is cyan, yellow, and magenta is the red. So that is how you make all of the other colors. So let's go through and see how you mix them up. So you've got your three primary colors. Make sure you write that down because that's going to be on your quiz later, okay? Red, yellow, and blue. Now your secondary colors is kind of the next stage of how you are going to I can't talk and write at the same time. Secondary colors. Again, there are three, so let's do one at a time. I've got my three primary colors here. I've got red, blue, and yellow. So let's start with red and yellow. Ooh, yellow is not spelled like that. Yellow. So red and yellow together equal what? What do you think it is? You may or may not already know this question. Let's see if you know it. So before I mix any color, I'm going to note that the red is a little bit darker than my yellow, right? Yellow is lighter. If you look at the value of them, right, the darkest value is blue. So when you're mixing paint together, this doesn't really come true for colored pencils, but gonna work for this. So I'm gonna mix yellow and red together. I want mostly yellow and just a little bit of red to start with because red is a lot darker. You can always add more if you feel like it's not working. But right away, what color is yellow and red making? Ta-da! Orange! Woohoo! Hopefully you guys got that one, okay? Notice again, I only used a little bit of the red because the yellow is so much lighter. All right, so next, secondary color. Let's see what happens when we mix red and blue. So when you mix red and blue together, what does that make? So again, blue is a little bit darker than red. So I'm going to take mostly red and add just a little bit. Like I said, I can always add more if I need to. But usually the darker paint colors affect the lighter colors really quickly. So you don't want to start with the darker one when you're mixing something. So I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. And maybe you can't see very well. A little bit more. Now I'm starting to get there. And you might not have enough light here. So what color does red and blue make? Hopefully you're saying purple. I don't feel like I have a pretty good red here, but can you see the kind of purple tone of that? So red and blue make purple. Right? Make sure you got that written down. Next one. What do we have left? We have not mixed together blue and yellow. What is blue and yellow going to make? Rinse off my brush. Now, blue is way darker than yellow. So I'm really only gonna get maybe just a teensy little bit of blue. Look how quickly that changes. You can already start to see what's gonna happen. Ooh, that might have been too much blue. Maybe it's okay. What do yellow and blue make, you guys? Say it out loud. Let's hear it. It's green, right? And yes, that's a sad little baby poop green, but all depends on the blue that you're working with. But you get the idea, right? So our secondary colors are orange, purple, and green. So blue and yellow make green. So the main thing that you want to know from this, and what we're gonna kind of do a little worksheet on, is you've got primary colors and you've got secondary colors, all right? You've got red for the primary, yellow, and blue, okay? Your secondaries are orange, green, and purple. All right, so red and yellow, they make orange, okay? Yellow and blue make green, and then red and blue make purple. So all of your primaries make all of your secondaries. So let's get started. I've got a little worksheet for you guys where you can put this down with colored pencils. So let's get started on that, and then we will do our color wheel.